We all know that the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar business, and most players, generally speaking, well, earn a lot of money. And it's no secret that there are only a few players at the top of the list who earn hundreds of millions after signing only a single contract. Here's a list of the 10 biggest contracts signed in NBA history. At number 10, we have Blake Griffin and John Wall, tied at $171 million. Griffin's contract was signed in 2017 with the Clippers. Blake was traded 7 months after signing the deal. He was eventually bought out earlier this year and just recently signed a one-year contract with the Brooklyn Nets. Wall's contract, on the other hand, started in 2019. He's paid more than $40 million a year and has a player option in its final year. Moving on to number 9, Jamal Murray with $178 million. Murray sealed this huge deal in 2019. He then lived up to this contract after averaging 26.5 points per game in the NBA bubble playoffs. His duel against Donovan Mitchell in the first round is considered to be one of the best matchups in recent memory. Currently, Murray's recovering from a torn ACL. Next up, at number 8, we have Chris Middleton with $178 million. Middleton is the second highest paid player on the Bucks. He signed this enormous deal in 2019, and it has a player option in its final year in 2024. Middleton averaged 24 points per game in the recent NBA Finals, and has often provided the Bucks big buckets when they needed them the most. At number 7, we have Tobias Harris with $180 million. Harris's contract kicked in the 2020-2021 season, and this deal was often labeled as one of the worst deals in the NBA. Harris is 29 years old and has never been selected to an All-Star game. He played well in the first round of the recent playoffs. In their second round exit, Harris only averaged 19 points a game while shooting 36% from three. At number 6, we have Klay Thompson and Anthony Davis, tied with $190 million. Klay signed a 5-year deal in 2019. During this time, he was recovering from a torn ACL. Unfortunately, we haven't seen Klay play after signing this lucrative deal, as he suffered another season-ending injury in 2020. On the other hand, AD's deal with the Lakers was finalized in 2020, making him committed to the team until 2025. AD injured his groin in the recent NBA playoffs, where the Lakers were eliminated in the first round by the Suns. Moving on to number 5. We have Rudy Gobert, who has a $205 million contract. He's set to get paid until the 2026 season. Gobert became the highest paid center in NBA history after signing this deal, which became controversial after Shaq shared his opinion about Gobert's contract, stating, "I would have had 45 points, 16 rebounds, 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He would have had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and fouled out in 3 quarters. Next up at number 4, we have Russell Westbrook with $207 million. His contract was signed with the Thunder back in 2018. Westbrook is set to get paid until the 2023 season. With the recent news that he's headed to the Los Angeles Lakers, LA will be his 4th team in just 4 seasons. Westbrook had a triple-double average last season with 22 points, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds per game. At number 3, we have Steph Curry with $215 million. Curry could easily take 2 spots in this countdown, as he's the only player in NBA history to ink 2 $200 million contracts. He just landed his $215 million contract earlier this month, making him a Warrior until the 2025-2026 season. Curry had a monster year last season, averaging 32 points per game and shooting 42% from beyond the arc. Next up at number 2, James Harden is tied with Giannis Antetokounmpo with $228 million. Harden inked his deal with the Rockets in 2017, which is active until the 2023 season. He was traded to the Nets in January and played in 36 games, averaging 24 points a game, 11 assists, and almost 8 rebounds. Harden played through a hamstring injury in the recent playoffs, where they were eliminated by the Bucks in the second round. On the other hand, the Greek Freak signed his 5-year, $228 million extension with the Bucks in December of 2020. Many question this decision from Giannis, and some even said that he's not going to win anything with Milwaukee. But look at him now. Hold up, before we get to number 1, make sure and hit the like button if you're enjoying this content. That'll help the channel a lot. At number 1, we have Damian Lillard with a whopping $257 million contract. In 2019, Lillard agreed to a $196 million Supermax contract extension with the Portland Trail Blazers, making it a $257 million deal when combined with his current salary. Right now, Lillard is set to be paid until the 2025 season with the Blazers. There are a lot of trade rumors surrounding Lillard, but none of these have turned into reality.